103.3 Amp Radio. Vanessa Hale hanging out at yet another Amp Live with, hello, Bebe Rexha.
Hi.
You look fabulous.
So do you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Even though you had a team, like she had people like helping, I feel really left out.
We're like the blonde ambition.
Right?
Yep.
It's hard to mess with us. I have to be, are we hair flipping? All right, I'm feeling it. I like it. So I have to tell you, I feel you are living the American dream, if you will. Your parents came over, you posted up in New York, you started, learning instruments, you joined choir, obviously fast forward quite a few years there, and now you're Bebe freaking Rexha.
Quite a few years, like 10 years.
Well, yeah, I mean, do we want to go down the whole list? I'm just saying you did a lot of learning along the way, and then here you are, and that must feel amazing to know, like you made it.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's what you can call it. I think there's different levels, and I think what makes certain people great is wanting to get never being happy and kind of wanting
Absolutely.
to
Always
get to a
having this
certain
drive.
point. Yeah, it may be winning a Grammy or playing at Madison Square Garden or selling out arenas or whatever it may be. I think everybody has their own levels, but I definitely think that me and my team have made great strides, and I'm really happy where I'm at and really thankful for my fans, and I feel like the movement is growing and it feels really special.
And you have more that you want to obviously do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I feel a lot of it though, the hurdle is getting people to know who you are, and everybody knows who you are. So
I don't know if everybody knows who I am.
Yeah, they do. You're being modest, it's fine.
No, I'm not being modest. I think there's there's a lot more people around the world that need to know who I am. I think when you don't, when grandmothers know who you are, you've made it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like
well, I'm going to send my grandma a picture. I'm going to make sure she knows.
No, she doesn't know yet. I bet she doesn't. But my grandmother knows who Lady Gaga is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
She's like, I remember when the meat dress came out. She's like, you see the meat dress?
The meat dress.
I'm like, the meat dress, And I was like, yes, grandma.
I like it. Okay. Well, we'll eventually get to the grandma level. Yeah. I have faith in you. Is being an artist something you always knew you wanted to do? Do you feel it's something you kind of fell into after you had a love and passion for instruments and music and singing, or?
I always wanted to be a musician. I think I just kind of went into instruments because I didn't know how to get into the choir, or fell into songwriting because I didn't have the right team and didn't know how to get a record deal or how to find the right manager. And I think it was a trial and error thing. I got signed and then got dropped. And then got signed again, and then found a manager, and then fired him, and then found another
Trials
manager.
And tribulations,
a lot of
right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
found a lawyer, and fired the lawyer. So it's like a lot of dating and figuring out who the right match is.
Ugh, isn't it rough? I'm glad that you brought up songwriting, because I think something that a lot of people don't know about you is you are an epic songwriter, and you do a lot of that. So talk to us a little bit about that.
I don't think I'm an epic songwriter. I think like I was talking to Diane Warren.
I do.
Diane Warren wrote like "I Will Always Love You" and like just Celine Dion songs.
Right.
And she's like.
Classics.
And classics, like big songwriter, and I'm like, she is like epic songwriter. But I think I just love writing music, and I just love making music, and I don't know. I don't know.
It's great.
Yeah.
I think it's great to also just have a broad idea of the industry as a whole, and you're not stuck to kind of one thing. You're doing a lot
Absolutely.
of it.
I think my goal was I didn't know when I first got into the music business. I grew up on Britney and Christina Aguilera, and in that time it was like you got to be 16 years old, signed to a record label, look a certain way.
Absolutely.
And then the record label would develop you and then write your songs for you and then just teach you how to dance, and then you'd have to just be in the gym for 5 hours a day. And now the music industry has shifted where it's like you could go home. What I did was I went to go sell perfumes, and I saved up all my money, selling perfumes, bought myself a Pro Tools system, bought a mic, bought speakers, learned how to
learned it yourself.
Yeah, learned how to cut my own vocals, learned how to produce songs. And then I went in and, instead of having somebody develop a sound for me and tell me what to do.
Yourself.
Yeah, I developed my own self and who I wanted to be, and you develop your own voice. And I think that's what Sia's doing. That's what Missy Elliott did. That's what Pharrell's doing. That's what, the Julia Michaels, the writers are doing. That's what, I don't know, on and on, all these artists, the Labyrinths, and these artists that are coming out are, the Chainsmokers. I've known the Chainsmokers for a long time.
Yeah.
They're all really hands-on.
Yeah, I think it's also a positive vibe, and there's a respect level there with that. Instead of walking in somewhere and having someone say, we're going to make you, we're going to do you. It's like, I'm here because I made me, I did me, I did X, Y, Z.
Well, I think absolutely, teams are important. Don't get me wrong. Teams are everything. I don't think I could do it without my team, but in a sense, you got to really be the brain behind the body.
It's you. No one knows you better than you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So what
that's a good thing.
Yes, absolutely it is.
Like, no, I don't want nobody to know me the way that I know me, because I would scare a lot of people.
Well, and we don't want everything out,
it's a
right?
lot darker than it's a lot scarier than it on the inside than on the outside.
Don't let the blonde hair fool you, okay? We're the same person in that sense, so don't worry. Nobody's spilling secrets here, but maybe a little snippet of what we can expect from you. Can you tease us with anything?
I'm releasing the second part of my album. It's called All Your Fault Part 2, and I just got Lil Wayne's verse on the song called The Way I Are. Yeah, and the thing that's cool is I had somebody played it for for Kanye, just as like a just to see, and Kanye was like, that's easy, meaning like that's good for the people's ear,
right.
And that was like the one song he loved off the EP, and I think it's really cool. I grew up listening to Lil Wayne, and he heard the song and he was like, what? He's like, a white girl with swag. He's like, I'm jumping on this, and he killed it. And we make some Whitney Houston references, and he makes some Bobby Wet references on the song.
Wow.
But the song, it's like it's kind of like a tribute of like I could never sing like Whitney, and he could never dance like Bobby, but we just want to dance with somebody.
Yeah,
It's a really fun record.
When can we
probably
hear that?
Probably soon. And then like the EP has like some incredible tracks on it, and like I'm really excited about this part of the EP. The first part of the EP was a lot more moodier and rhythmic, and this one's like dancier, and it's for the the pop lovers.
Got it.
I'm a true pop lover, and I love pop music, and I grew up listening to the radio. So this is like my me fulfilling my pop dreams.
I like. Well,
and I'm not scared to say that, because a lot of people are always so like,
you shouldn't be.
A lot of people are always like, oh, I'm just trying to I didn't mean for it to be pop. It just happened to be pop, like, and it became popular.
You're like, I meant for it to be pop.
Yeah, like this is like it's pop, and it's it's obviously rhythmic and has dance and electronic elements, but it feels pop, and it has that cultural and worldwide vibe. Yeah.
Well, I like it. We are huge fans of you at radio.
Thanks.
So we just want to see nothing but success from
Thank you.
And this song you just teased us with, letting us like leave here and wonder. So we're gonna be waiting on that. So thank you for being here. I know you got to take stage, so we'll let you go.
Thank you.
Welcome to one of our AMP lives.
I hope I didn't say anything I wasn't supposed to say. I probably did, and I'm gonna get killed.
No one's gonna do that.
Whatevs.
Ever. Okay, well, let's hope not. Okay, we're out. AMP Radio.
Bye.